It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing his Hurts. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They go play action with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rondale Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down. We look at this Browns defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
3rd and 3. Hurts. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kells, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Opposed to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Prescott. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Gus Edwards. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Burt sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll have the first down, getting this this one to the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down in what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Edwards will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, 49ers! Romeo Doubs, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Finds Gibbs on the check down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. No surprise to see that one. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So with 1 second left,
Yo, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That nigga was not running for the ball. What was it,
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, Prescott. Touchdown, Browns. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Once more, Edwards. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. How about this? And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. Completed out left to Dobbs. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurts with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kells. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 64 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Hurts to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garrett Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Browns 44, 49ers 24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again. There he goes, right side, inside the 20, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Prescott. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gus Edwards, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
51, 49ers 24. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do I put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Hurts throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action with Hurts. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
49ers 32. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future as they look to grind this one down a little. They've got it 1st and 10. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Prescott going to change the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Play action now. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Prescott off play action. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Browns 58, 49ers 32. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way they're playing.
Yo, that nigga would have caught that shit, bro.
This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On the handoff, Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.